Hello, my ginger loves. Welcome to Tea Time with Joce. I am your co-host, Joce. Remember that I am not for everyone, and neither is this reading, so take what's yours, don't steal what's not. I hope everyone has been well since the last time I saw you all, or the last time you saw me, okay? Life been lifing, y'all, and I've been tired, exhausted, so I've been resting. Okay, you gotta do that when you gotta do that. Let's go ahead and get started. I have no idea what's coming out. When I was doing the pre-shuffle, the High Priestess card fell out. Okay, harness mystic power. So, someone may be being called to step into, your gifts, step into your magic, step into your power, take advantage of what's being shown to you, what's been given to you, using your intuition, following the direction of your guides, your guardians. Okay, somebody may have a black cat. Few of my favorite content creators on different platforms, they all have black cats. So, black cats may be very significant for someone. But somebody's definitely being called to harness this power that you have within, this knowing. Okay? You have Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. So, I feel like a lot of times when you are a person that, you are the peacekeeper, right? You're the one who's always trying to make sure that everyone is okay. Or if you've gotten into it with someone else, oftentimes the peacekeeper is also the person that doesn't like confrontation, right? You don't like arguments, things like that fucks with your nervous system. So you may have somebody in your energy that it's like you're always trying to keep the peace with them, and quite frankly, I feel like you might be getting tired of that. Okay, you might be getting tired of always holding your tongue. This person, oftentimes, it's like this person or these people, like they're always right. Okay, and they won't let it go until whoever they've gotten into it with concedes, or until the person just gets so frustrated that they're just like, whatever. You know what I mean? And then on the other hand, some of you may be the person that when you were young, like a childhood thing, it's a wounding that you need to heal, okay? That you didn't feel heard. You were always made to feel like you were wrong. Everything you did was wrong. And so because of that, you may be argumentative. Okay, because you always feel like you have to prove your point. You have to prove yourself. But, I mean, being honest, that type of behavior, engaging in that type of energy, it's exhausting. Okay, and it's going to make you tired. Because you can't maintain any peace if you're always in a position to feel like you have to prove that you're right. Because one thing that's definitely true, if you are right, it's going to be shown. Okay, regardless. So this is also about really maintaining your peace. Understanding Whether you're, whichever scenario, but just the need to always being right is why you don't feel peaceful. So someone needs to free themselves from that, from always having to prove your point. And if you have somebody in your energy that's like that, it may be time, that you go separate ways. Because you always holding your tongue in order to maintain peace is messing with you. And then that person, they got a whole nother set of things that they need to take care of that have absolutely nothing to do with you. Okay, so I feel like this is for either type of energy, but just the need to always be right, that's why you don't have no peace. Even when you know you're right, you don't have to keep going with someone. And I keep feeling like I need to keep talking about it, so that's letting me know that somebody, you have a very argumentative spirit. You like to argue. And it may be because of how you grew up. Like maybe your parents argued, or, whoever you live with, or whoever you take care of, people weren't emotionally mature. Whether they were adults or not. They weren't emotionally mature. And because of that, that back and forth, and it's literally just how they are. And it's something that you may have picked up, or something that, it's like kids are sponges, right? So you become what you see. That programming. But somebody is very argumentative. Like, you will go back and forth with a bitch all day. And that's crazy. It disrupts your peace. Oh my God. Now, I'm not saying don't stand up for yourself, okay? I'm not telling you that. But I'm telling you that if you are a person that you just like to engage in argument to be arguing, because you always feel the need to let everybody know that you're right, you are a very, you're a person that you're disrupting your own peace. I'm surrounded by angels. So it's very important for someone to remember that you have divine covering, you have divine backing, you have angelic protection. Okay, you may be seeing feathers, something about peacocks. Funny story, when I lived in Orlando, I had moved to like Winter Park, and it was closer to, I was going to school at the time, and the apartments was close to the school I was going to. So I moved there because I used to live all the way by UCF on Alafaya Trail. So I moved and I went to Winter Park, and after like a week of me living there, in the middle of the night, I started hearing this weird noise. And I was like, what the hell is that noise? And my boyfriend at the time, like, I don't think we lived together yet. But he was over there and he was spending the night, and he was up smoking, playing a game or something. And I was like, I came out of the room and I was like, do you hear that noise? Because he was in the living room. Do you hear that noise? He was like, yeah, it's the peacocks. What the hell do you mean peacocks? Baby, why did I move? Right? Like there was like some, I guess you could call it like woods, like a wooded area in between me and the next whatever was over there, okay? Because I never went over there to look. But he told me that I lived at the time right by a freaking peacock farm. And I was like, oh my God. So, yeah, somebody may be saying peacocks. I haven't thought about that in so long. Them damn birds used to make so much crazy noise in the middle of the night. And then, knowing what I know about spiritual things now, that's weird for birds to be up at that time of the night. But I'm not going to get into that. Anyway, just remembering that you are surrounded by angels. That's very important for someone to know. I feel like this is somebody that you are rising into some sort of higher energy. okay, into a higher consciousness. You've broken yourself free from some things, but remembering that you have divine support, remembering that you're not alone, is going to help you stay in this high priestess energy, keeping your vibration high, keeping your frequency high, being tapped into yourself and your intuition, utilizing the connection that you have with the Most High God, with the universe, with your angels, with your ancestors, guides, guardians, whoever you believe in the heavenly realms. But just remembering that this ascension is what you asked for. But this might be that one thing that's keeping somebody a little stuck. The need to prove yourself. Because for some of you, it's not just about being right. It's just needing to prove yourself. Validation. And you're disrupting your own peace by not letting that go. So, I think, are we still in Scorpio season? I'm not really sure. I think so. If especially if we're still in Scorpio season, Scorpio is about the shadows. It's also a water sign. So it's about healing those dark things, those shameful things, the things that you try to repress and suppress and hide, the things you kind of stay away from, the things about yourself that you feel like if people knew that about you, they may not like you. That type of energy. You've got to get out of the need to prove and to be validated. Your connection with God, with the Most High, that is your validation. Because through that connection, the stronger it is, the more anchored it is, your life is going to reflect. Okay, it's going to be a reflection. It's going to be your validation. Because it's going to show that even when trouble comes, even when you reach a hurdle, God always will bring you over and give you more than what you feel like you lost. So validation within self and validation from the Most High. That's the only validation you need. And I feel like somebody goes around and around about like feeling alone. Okay? Feeling like there's no one there. So you might be a person you don't really have a lot of close relationships at this time. Doesn't mean you never will. But maybe you've been in a place where you've been kind of hidden away. And so, because you've been healing. You've been going through a major transformation. You have Oracle, wait for important information. So, as I tell y'all, whenever that card comes out, somebody might, be able to read smoke. Or, someone may do candle things. You're a person that you have a very deep passion for spiritual things, like spiritual knowledge. On the bottom, you have my breath connects me to life. So this is a reminder about prayer, about maintaining your connection to the Most High God, the universe, the divine, speaking what you want to see. Speak what you seek until you see what you say. That's how you remember, okay, that whatever you keep talking about, that's what you're bringing into your experience. That's what you're manifesting. So I feel like somebody's about to get some sort of downloads, or maybe you have been getting them. Something about your voice. It's just something about the way you speak. So this is definitely about prayers. What I feel like also someone needs to be reminded of is prayer is about listening. more so than it is about talking. Okay, you pray, you let God know what you want him to know. Okay, it's just you getting it out. It's not that they don't know. God knows your heart. Okay, he is your creator, so he feels every part of you, but you still have to get it out, which is normal. Okay, but how you're speaking about yourself, about your life, about your circumstance, that's what's shaping what you receive. Okay? So this wait for important information, something's coming in for someone that's going to give you the answers that you've been praying about. You want to make sure that whatever you're putting out when you're speaking, the answers align with what you want to see. I hope that makes sense. On the bottom, you have the Father of Baskets, so, and then the Five of Knives. You may have had someone in your experience it's just what I was saying. There may be somebody in your experience that this person, they gaslight you. This person, they don't. This person lacks emotional maturity and emotional intelligence. Okay, this person, it's like they say whatever is on their mind to get their feelings out, but this person is not aware enough and doesn't care enough about the consequences of their words. And then you have the Temperance card and the Two of Wands. Because this person is not understanding that they are the disturber of their own peace. This Two of Wands energy, it's making plans to move forward. It's you making a decision that you want to get into alignment with who you are meant to be, who you are supposed to be, but there still may be some confusion or some delay or something like that. And it's because you're disrupting your own peace. You may have been waiting for quite a while to be able to make some sort of move in your life. And it's like you feel like things are starting to happen now, but there's still a little bit of stuckness. That's this needing to be right. Like you're very argumentative. You like to argue. And you may not want to admit that about yourself, but you do. And it's not that you enjoy a debate. No, you like to argue. Okay, you're very stubborn. You're very rarely willing to compromise. You feel like all you do is fight 9-1s with everybody. Okay, 7 of baskets with everybody. And it's because the Lovers and the 10 of Swords, you're disrupting your own life. You're disrupting your own peace. You're disrupting your own balance. Because you ain't that mouth. Ace of Knives. Okay, that's the truth. And the Son of Wands. And then the Three of Baskets. If you want any kind of happiness, Mother of Baskets, any kind of real joy, if you want to really experience that, you got to get out of this argumentative ass attitude. It's like somebody's being set up for something new. Someone's being set up for something new. Fresh start type energy. But you've been waiting so long. 3 of Wands. Ace of Coins. The Chariot. And the Hierophant. You've been waiting so long because you keep trying to tell God what to do. And that's not how that works. That's not how that works. You feel like you argue with everybody because you do. Because you have an issue with letting things go. It's very important to you. You rather be right and ruin a friendship or a relationship than to try and understand why you do that. Okay? But you've had this stuckness. You've been in this place because you want to be in charge of the blessing and how you receive it. You want to be in charge of how it comes. 5 of baskets, and then you be disappointed every time. And it's because you're not understanding that you're disturbing your own peace. You're disturbing your own peace. And you're disturbing your own peace because you want to tussle with the universe about how something is supposed to be given to you. And that's not how that works. It's not that you can't say how you want something. But in order to be able to receive it, you have to be open to it coming however it's supposed to come. Because it may not look how you thought it would. And I feel like this message is for whoever you are that you like to fucking argue. You gotta learn to stop arguing with people about anything. Like sometimes, yes, stand up for yourself. And it may turn into an argument while you're doing that. I'm not saying don't do that. And let people walk all over you and be a doormat. That's not what I'm telling you to do. What I'm saying is, this is for a person that everything turns into an argument. Okay, you don't want to let it go. And I feel like whoever you are lately, that's what you've been praying about, your peace. You want more peace, or you don't feel peaceful, or you don't feel like, you just feel off all the time. Something like that. And it's because you're disrupting your own peace with this damn argumentative ass attitude. For some of you, your angels and your ancestors been trying to help you and to guide you into a better direction, and you argue with them. Even if you don't have a connection with them where you see them, it's like they'll send you some sort of sign or synchronicity, and because of where you are in your spiritual walk, you recognize when you're being sent something. But you argue about it because you don't like what you're seeing. And you don't have to like it. But if you want the life that you keep hounding them about you having, you gotta stop having to be right all the time. Lord, I feel like you're very frustrated and others are very frustrated with you. I feel like that some of you, like your relationships, like romantic relationships, have ended because the person let you know that you like to argue, and that person doesn't have that kind of spirit. And you wear people out when you like that. I know. Okay? I grew up with argument ass family members, okay, relatives, including my parents, and I became an argumenting ass person. And it took a long time to shed myself of that, because I just feel like I wasn't heard, as a kid, because I've always been very intuitive, and I have parents who don't like the truth. So when you are a child that, you say shit, but you say the truth, that can be difficult, right? So learning how to just be like, all right, that's hard work, because I know I'm right, and you know I'm right too, and you just don't want to admit to it. You got to get to a point where you don't care. You got to be like that. Like I'll be telling people on these videos, like, people leave the nastiest comments. Some people say some really disturbing and rude things, okay? And I just block them and delete it, because are you okay? Clearly you're not. But I'm not going to argue with you. I don't argue with people I'm related to. I don't argue with, the few friends I have. I don't argue. I'm just going to remove myself from the equation and remove you from the equation too. So it can be zero. And you also have to remember that in order for you to have an argument, you have to be a willing participant. I'm not arguing with you because it messes with my nervous system. And I don't need that. I like peace. It's a beautiful place to be. And I like to be there as long as possible. Okay? So I don't contribute to the dismantling of my own peace. A while ago, I used to have this hashtag that I would always put: I refuse to participate in my own suffering. Because after a while, you have to get sick of this. You have to be tired of this. It's exhausting being like that. It's draining, and it takes so much more energy. But I feel like somebody, you lost a lot of relationships because you want to fight all the time. And it's like you've gotten to the point now where any little thing makes you snap. Small things, shit that's not really important. It really doesn't matter. Okay? Probably in like 2 months, you're not even going to remember what you was upset about. That frivolous things. Because you argue so much that now you have the spirit of being argumentative. And so now your spirit wants to make an argument out of everything, no matter what it is. That's a very miserable existence. You've got to free yourself, and you've got to forge ahead knowing that the divine has your back. Knowing that you have reciprocal relationship with them. There is equal give and take. And it's not even equal, because God is always going to do more. But you still have to be doing something. Change has to be made. I feel like if somebody would just free themselves from this need to always be right, it's going to make things move so fast. You're going to come back into alignment, and everything is going to work out exactly how you've been wanting it to work out. And I'm going to be honest, there may be some people you might need to apologize to. Because you might have been arguing when you ain't have to be. You was just being a jerk. Okay? It may be an air sign, Cancer, Earth sign. Shit, everybody out here. Okay? You could be anything. Somebody, your rising could be an earth sign. Also, someone's Jupiter could be air or earth. I don't know what that has to do with anything. I'm not really tapped into it like that yet. I'm studying and I'm learning, but I'm not really tapped into it like that, so I don't know. I know that I look at my birth chart often when I'm be trying to figure out what's going on about something, because your birth chart tells you a lot. But something about somebody, maybe air or earth, Jupiter. I don't know. I know Jupiter has to do with like fortune, right? So maybe there's some sort of, loss that somebody is experiencing in their finances, or maybe a business or something. Something's not moving the way you want it to, or something. Maybe trying to do too much too fast. Anyway, this peacekeeper energy, you're in a new realm, you're in a new dimension, you're on a new timeline, right? Because you made some changes. This is that thing that's going to take you over. Okay, releasing yourself, freeing yourself from this need to always be correct, this argumentative spirit. Okay, so I know this reading is not going to be for everybody, and I know that it's only going to be understood by people who are being honest with themselves too, because this takes self-reflection. Okay, this takes you really sitting down and learning the lessons that have been coming before you when it comes to you and people pleasing, needing validation, and the need to always be right. Okay, you're gonna have to be really honest with yourself to admit that you are like somebody has told you you are. But you're in your own way. For whatever this blockage you feel about why something is not happening, it's like you know it's there, you feel it's there, but you're not seeing it. This is why. Because whatever you're doing, you can't have a combative spirit like that. That's the word I've been searching for. You can't have a combative spirit like this in order for you to be successful. You have to be emotionally balanced. You have to be emotionally intelligent. You have to be emotionally available. You have to be willing to have some level of vulnerability. You have to be willing to accept responsibility and accountability for your actions, for this and for things in the future. You have to be able to work through disagreement and come to a peaceful conclusion. Even if it means you agree to disagree with the person, you still have to come to a place where you can do that and it still ain't no beef. Like, you don't have no attitude after that. You're not being petty. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be for that person. Someone who your maturity and your emotions, your frequency is just higher in that area, because you have to be in order to accept that, yeah, I'm an argumentative ass person, and what do I do to not be? And that's a hard pill to swallow, and breaking yourself of it. But you this is what needs to be done. So I don't know who this is for. I don't know. But that's what you have to do. Okay? So that you can get out of these feelings of regret and feeling like you lost out and feeling like you're missing out. Okay? That's just what it is. Okay? Ooh. If this resonated for you in any way, shape, form, or fashion, please thumbs up the video. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of my new subscribers. I love you, I love you. I love all of those who have been rocking with me from the beginning. I appreciate y'all for being with me on this journey. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your grace. I love y'all to Reese's Pieces. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of the week. I'll be back because I've been sleeping a lot. So I've been, getting my energy up. So I'll be back. I don't know when, but sometime before the weekend is over. Okay? I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Whoever this is for, please take this seriously. Okay? This is the year that you're supposed to get whatever it is you've been talking to God about so fervently. Look for Psalms and look for Proverbs that speak to helping you to free yourself from not feeling like you're enough. Because essentially that's what this is about. Psalm 118:5 says, "In my despair, I cried to the Lord, and he answered me by setting me free." Okay? So, I don't know. I just feel like that's important. I love y'all to Reese's Pieces. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye.